Rabble, 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 rabble. Order! Order in the Elven court! All rise for the Elven councilwoman, Dizzy Dokuro of a Dokudome Dukedom. All rise! You scared of the milk out of me? Why? Why? Also, I think I have to turn my gain down a little bit. Give me 1 second. My gain's not even on. Okay, I'm just gonna point the mic slightly to my right. Yeah. How's that? Is that better? I feel like that's better. Yeah, yeah. Is a parasite dizzy or is an elf dizzy? Please explain your lore. Yes. Yes. What's up, Big D? Have you guys seen that thing? It's like there's like a what's up Suki or like a what's up Riri. Like each girl is a different what's up. What am I like? Does it sound like natural when I'm like, or like a hi Barbie? I think my one's also like a hi Barbie. I feel like I'm a hi Barbie. Hi Barbie. Hi Ken. I feel like I'm a hi Barbie. Non-elaboration. Let's go. Wait, it's not a parasite that infected an elf? Yes. Dukedom, why not Duchess? Yes. Also, thank you to Sage for a super chat. I put on my wizard robe and hat. This is an Elven Council meeting. I am peeking so much. Okay. I'm hoping that does it. You always peek. Yeah, but like more than normal. More than normal. I put a limiter on it. Hope that helps. I'm not monitoring myself. Do with that what you may. Let's get started. Order! Order in the Elven courts! I said order! Order in my court! No rabble! No rabble! No rabble! Hit! Order! Order in the court! Paleno White Straight, thank you for the super chat. Elf? Meeting? Also, Bob Dill, thank you for being a member of 2 months. There needs to be a sleeping dizzy emote, would give great variety to the emote metagame. I should follow up with my emo artist. Thank you. I'm Clayton Smoking. Thank you for joining the Love Bug membership. Glad to have you. Good evening, elves. It is I, your High Elf Councilwoman, Dizzy Dokuro of the Dokudome Dukedom. Today, we have very, very important business to attend to. Alright? I object? You can't object! This is my council! I am the High Elf Dizzy Dokuro of a Okudome Dukedom! Now, first things first, everyone. We have to prepare for the holidays. Because as you know, Thanksgiving has passed, thank God, and it's that time of year again. Christmas! As is tradition in our Elven Kingdom, it's time we round up our undesirables and ship them away to our northern labor camps. As you know, peace between our people and Father Christmas can only be maintained if we send him a stable supply of free labor, and we will not be sending our best elves. Now, with a recent foresting problem, we cannot afford to house so many undesirables, so please be sure to send as many of them as your elf tribe can readily afford. I know, leave some of them around so all of us have something to laugh at. Like, look at these pudgy elves, these non-tall, non-linear elves. So funny, I get it. But we must maintain peace with the North. Elven children are also fine to send because they have the perfect size hands for manufacturing rare human technologies that are currently desired in the Christmas market. I heard the latest thing on everyone's wish list is something called a IP hone. An IP hone? Yeah, I hear that child elf workers are very good at producing the IP hones. So Snami, thank you for the super chat. Why weren't you at elf practice? Because I am a high elf. You can tell by my 2 high elf hats. I am above you normal elves in the elven food chain. You can tell because I have 2 hats. That being said, please make sure that the elves you are sending are in fact true undesirables. Minovsky Reactor, thank you for $5. The neighborhood round ear cut down my home. I demand a wild hunt. We have to maintain peace. Remember guys, all races are equal, except the ones that we don't like and that we decide are our enemy. In which case, those are much lesser than us. Understood? Understood, everyone? Agasopi, thank you for joining the membership as well. And Lord Commander, I am something of an elf removal specialist myself. Ban the orc! Ban the orc! But please, I like to remind you, chat, bad chat. We must send only the undesirables because we don't need another Mrs. Claus situation up north, if you remember what happened with her. No Zug? Half elves? No. We keep the half elves. They can be traded away to other societies. And we still need something to laugh at the New Year's party. We keep the half elves, okay, everyone? We keep the half elves. Gar Angry, thank you for a super chat. Don't listen to her. She's not a high elf. She's a dark elf with albinism. You mean a filthy drow? Don't call those things dark elves. We don't want them related to us. Those aren't real elves. The Pegasus Fox, thank you for the super chat. Yes, high elves are certainly known for being larger than other races. Very large, though as a dwarf, all I can see is where your brains went last. Into my 2 amazing elf hats. Gabby, thank you for the super chat, or donation. Got me and my goblin buddies with me. Where the elf woman at? KOS! Kill on sight! kill on sight! This meeting is for Elven folk only. This is an elf meeting! Elf! Elf! Alex Gunboat, thank you for being a member 3 months. Buenos noches, Dizzy-sama. What are these human words, you right? Buenos noches, Dizzy-sama. Human filth with your filthy mixed language. How are you today, beautiful? You already put up the Christmas tree? I did put up a Christmas tree. Thank you for being a member. Echo Jeff, thank you for being a member of 2 months. All my homies hate the drow. All homies hate the drow. K-O-S! K-O-S! Speaking of drows, though. Speaking of drows, this takes us up to a second order of business. The recent drow sightings. As many of you know, there have been recent sightings of dark ones near the forest. No, not that forest, the other forest. You know, the forest that we planted, you know, on the border between the good place and the bad place. You know, that recent forest that we just renovated and built a Whole Foods in? Yeah, that forest. Now, as you know, the Elven Council takes these kinds of reports very seriously because we don't want drows in our forests, okay? So we've decided to divert all our military funding to the following security measures. Number 1, we will be investing in more twinkle lights. Thank you to RB Grizzly for a super chat. Down knife ears, rockin' still. Someone escort the small person out of the Elven Council meeting. I don't know how they snuck in. But we will be installing more twinkle lights because as the old Elvish saying goes, where it glows, no drow will go. Where it glows, no drow will go. Where it glows, no drow will glow. Where it glows, no drow will go. Number two, we are building a floor. Outside Arc Lights, thank you for the gifted memberships. As well, Meta, thank you for being a member of 5 months. Sorry about the dwarves in here. Dizzy honestly mistook them for lawn decorations. Common mistake. You know what they say about dwarves? If they can't build the furniture, we can use them as furniture. But my Elven brothers, we have decided to build a floor. And I know this sounds extreme, but most drows come from the Underdark, which is located beneath the surface of our green earth. As such, we've decided to invest in floors all throughout the forest to keep them from climbing up. Taskmaster, thank you for $5. Why should our immortal brethren concern themselves with barbarous mayfly traditions? You know, living so long, we might as well have some fun with it. Keep them down, and keep them under our beautiful elven behinds. Apache, thank you for a super chat. Around elves, watch yourself. Yes, you should. You should be very careful not to insult us. Our tall, wonderful, talented, beautiful, long-legged beings. Yes, yes. Not in my forest. We will not have drow in our forest. No drows allowed. No drows allowed. Glow in the dark, thank you for the super chat. Will the drows pay for it? They better. Thank you for the tip. A good drow. Not all of us support the Spider Queen. The only good drow is a dead drow. That being said, in addition to our floors, to the floors we will be installing to keep the drows out, we've created an Elven elite task force who will be sent to investigate these drow sightings. And not only has this drow task force already been assembled, today we are proud to announce that our efforts of tracking drows has not gone to waste, as we have an actual image of what we thought may have been a drow. I know it's a little bit blurry. I know it's a little bit blurry. I know it's disgusting. Please, please, if you're faint of heart, do not look at it directly. I know how appalling this creature is. But here's the funny thing, fellow elves in chat. Turns out Old Elf Jenkins was mistaken about the drow he spotted by the farms. It turns out this thing is called a fucking star woman. How hilarious! This thing doesn't even come from underground. It comes from up ground, above ground. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Is she kind of bad though? Yeah, bad to look at. It's a star woman. How funny is that? It looks exactly like a drow. It basically is a drow, but without the pointy ears. Which means it's even worse than a drow. Could you imagine being born as something worse than a drow? Laugh, brothers, laugh. Arclights, thank you for a super chat. Don't take any chances. Send her north. Well, you know, like I was saying, we have to let her go because all life is equal except for the lives of our enemies, and we haven't decided if we hate the Star Women yet. Sage, thank you for the super chat. Monsters below, monsters above. To call them monsters. To call these lesser life forms monsters is too much of a compliment for them. But thank you for being a member for a month. So we should process all the trees for floorboards then. We are thinking rock. We are thinking of stealing the dwarves' rock and stone. Morphus, thank you for the super chat. The dance cap looks more of a double gnome than an elf. I'll have you know, these are elf hats that say elf on them. And I have 2 of them, which makes me a supreme high elf. Supreme high elf, Dizzy Dokuro of a Dokudome Dukedom. But not does count for elf hats! Elf hats! Now, I know we all got a laugh out of this not even a drow creature. But we have to move on to our next order of business. I'm sure you've all been thinking about it. I'm sure it's the first thing on your mind. We have to address the elephant, or should I say, hog, in the room. Orcs. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong photo. This is the wrong photo, guys. Sorry, let me fix that. We have to address the hog in the room. Orcs. I know, disgusting, truly disgusting. As you may know, due to a certain elvish whore, Camantha, the orcs have found our elven villages. Now, unfortunately, we can't do anything about Camantha! Because unfortunately, she's not a defect, even though she acts like one. But this does mean we as an Elven Council have to act. Now, while the orcs haven't done anything to our people yet, except Camantha, we cannot condone the interspecies mingling that human media promotes. So today, as your high elf leader, she's a bit small for an orc. If it looks like an orc, sounds like an orc, and smells like an orc, 'tis an orc. Chimera, thank you for $5. Sheena said elves are only good for zigzag. Well, Dizzy says, that orcs aren't good for anything at all. Chad, thank you for a super chat. Orcs are quite infamous for having a taste for elven women. And whose fault is that, Camantha? But, and not that kind of but if you're an orc watching this. Today, as your high elf leader, I've decided that there's only one option for our people. TZD. Total Zug Death. Elves! It is our time now, elves. Elves, we must rise up and declare war on the orcs. War on orcs! War on orcs! War on orcs! War on orcs! Too long has our kind suffered for our extraordinary good looks, talent, and God-given abilities to commune with Mother Nature. Today we take arms against the filthy mud-blooded orcs who have terrified our people. Except Camantha, who seems to really like it. And to help us prepare for these war times, I, High Elf Councilwoman, Dizzy Dokuro of a Dokudome Dukedom, have prepared a super weapon. Peppermint, thank you for super chat. TZD, war on orcs, war on orcs. Thank you, brave leader Dizzy. Someone needed to speak for these troops. War on orcs! War on orcs! You have my sword? Yes, brothers, raise your swords! Raise them to the sky as we prepare for war! And I have prepared a special super weapon to be distributed to elves across our kingdom. Behold! As you know, we of the Elven Kingdom call upon the power of nature to protect us. Therefore, when I was deep in prayer to our world tree, she answered. This creature was summoned from a rift in time and space by the world tree. And taking this artist chat, thank you for a super chat, non-orc but Zugzag. Shut up, Samantha! Shut up! Nobody asked you! This creature here was sent to us, summoned by Mother Nature herself, to help us defeat our orc enemies. By allowing it into your body, it will bestow upon you the strength we will need to tear through these uncultured swine in human clothes. Now, brothers, drink it. Take this holy creature upon your body, so that you too have ability to fight. To fight the war on orcs. 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 Forward, brothers! To the chat! To the chat of our orc queen!